Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing an 18 plus reading. So first of all, if you're not 18 plus, please click off this video. And for those of you who are, hello, welcome back to my channel. I am the Crystal Girl, and if you would like to, please subscribe, like, comment, whatever you feel like doing. I also have my private reading rates down below and also my crystal shop. So if you'd like to get a reading, all the information is down below. So let's get started with today's reading. We're going to be doing an 18 plus pick a card, and this is going to be all about the first time you meet your person and your first date. So we're going to be looking into how you're going to meet this person, what the first impressions are, and just the situation and what your first date is going to be like. It doesn't have to be the first time you're intimate, but if it is your first time you're intimate on your first date, then that's great. So we're going to see what's going on between both of you and all that beautiful stuff. So we have 4 groups here. We have group number 1, 2, 3 and 4. So please choose your beautiful little flower and let's get started. So we've got group number 1, group number 2, 3 and 4. So let's get started. Start with group number 1. Also, if you'd like to go just for the tea leaf, then I will leave that in the description box down below if you just like that section of the reading. So let's get started with group number 1. Hello group number 1, let's get started with your reading. So we're going to be seeing the first time you meet this person and how you're going to meet the situation, that sort of thing, and then we're going to get into the juicy details of you both, like, you know, meeting up together, and we'll see what's going on for you guys. So let's put the little flower there. I don't know if it would look better. Look better in the cup. No, let's just put it there. Put it there. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on for you guys. So we have the Sexual Magic Tarot, and we also have the Accurate AF Tarot. So we're going to look at both of these first of all. Okay, so this is leading up to the person and then meeting them. So let's see what's going on. So we have the 9 of Cups, contentment and satisfaction. I mean, hello, that is so beautiful. And then we have the 10 of Cups. So I feel like both of you are going to be in a very, very calm energy. So with the 9 of Cups, this is one of the most beautiful energies. I mean, the fact we have the 9 and then the 10 of Cups makes a lot of sense. So I don't want to say like this person is completing you, but it does feel like that. Like it feels very comfortable and very calm. So the 9 of Cups is such a beautiful energy. It's this energy of celebration and feeling like you have met your partner. Basically, you've met the person that you know you're going to meet. So the fact that we have this energy of like build up, 9 is before the 10 obviously. So the fact that we have the 9 of Cups before meeting them and then the 10 of Cups when you are with them is showing me that there's going to be a build up to when you meet this person. There's going to be a sense of, this is my partner, this is my person, this is somebody who I know I want to meet, this is somebody who that, you know, this is my relationship that I've been waiting for a very long time. So the 10 of Cups with the fact that you guys are meeting together is showing me that there's an immense natural chemistry between both of you. There's this natural kind of energy of, I know you from before, I know you from a past life, and it feels just very safe and comfortable and basically match made in heaven. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's have a look and see about the rest of the energies, and we'll see what's going on. So let's get rid of these ones. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna pull you guys a love message from the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot, and then we're gonna have a look into your guys' energies with this person and how it's gonna be really when you meet each other and your first date. We're just gonna get into that a little bit more detail. So we're gonna have a look and see what messages you need to know right now. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to read you guys the light version, the upright. So 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles speaks of unity, teamwork and collaboration. It's all about taking your vision to the next level and building something extraordinary with people you trust, respect and admire. As you work in harmony with others to achieve a common goal or purpose, you establish a reliable and stable foundation for you to build upon. This is an essential factor for the longevity and stability of your shared cause. Each one of you brings forth your uniqueness and individuality to the table, offering new ideas, perspective, diverse skills and talents for you to explore, create and express, can't talk in this reading, expressed collectively. There is a deep sense of love, gratitude and joy for the work you are feeling called to do, which signifies that you are in alignment with your highest purpose. If you are currently self-employed, then the Three of Pentacles prompts you to think of ways in which you can expand your team and create new opportunities for growth. Perhaps you could look into hiring staff or building your network through online platforms. Growing and evolving on a spiritual and emotional level will also bring more light and wisdom into your work. You can do this by going within, learning new skills, developing your talents, mastering your craft, or attending seminars, workshops, and classes. Before you proceed on your journey forward, it is imperative to ask yourself the following questions. What can I do today that will bring me closer towards achieving my goal? How can I be better than the person I was yesterday? Who do I want on my dream team? On a final note, this card is here to remind you that you are on the right path towards success and that the dedication and commitment you have towards your vision will eventually pay off. Okay, so I feel as if for you guys, you are at this moment being very practical. There's a lot of things to do with work around this time. So I do feel as if love is definitely something you're thinking about, but it's something you just haven't been able to manifest yet. And that doesn't mean you're not going to manifest it. It literally is a divine timing thing. So that's basically why it hasn't come about yet. But I feel as if this person is going to pop in when it literally is the exact right time. I'm seeing like this, and it's showing me a slot in your life that it just plops itself in, and that is basically how this person comes across in your life, which is so beautiful, and I love that. Okay, so let's have a look at your love messages. Let's have a look at your first date and your first impressions. Do I want this group? Do I want these cards? We'll get 3 of these. Okay, let's get 3 of these. Okay, so we have the Shadow, the 8 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, and then we're going to put a group over here for their side, for your person's side. Okay, 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, beautiful. And Justice, lovely. Okay, so this is their side, and this is your side, this is their side. Feel free to mix them around. This is the first time you guys meet. So this could be the actual first time or the first date. It depends really on how the cards are set out. And then let's have a look at the sexual connection between both of you. Oh, girl, look at that. That is sexy. Look at her booty. She's like, hi, touch my booty. Touch my bum, don't be shy. If you don't know the Cheeky Girls, guys, like, where have you been? It's a British, like, duo that was in the 90s. They're so cringy, but so funny. Okay, beautiful. Right, so we have the Queen of Swords underneath, which is lovely. So this is really, really, really beautiful. So what I'm feeling from this person is, wow, they are an overthinker. They're somebody who thinks to the nth degree. They're very creative, which is a positive for you guys because I think you're both very, very creative. So before you meet this person, you're going to go through quite a bit of frustration. And this is something that you possibly have expected, but some of you guys haven't. A lot of it is to do with work frustrations. You're kind of like, I haven't got work-life balance. It's like I'm working too much because you don't have that other person to kind of fill that gap of socialness. Maybe you work for yourself and it's really hard to find new people. It's not to say this person is completing you, but this person is literally a gateway to meeting lots of new people. And this person, if they're a male, they have a big sexual energy. Like, holy crap, their energy is so like sexy. It's raw. It's almost raw to the point where you're like, I literally can't avoid it. It's blinding me. This person's eyes are really intense. They're most likely taller than you, especially if they're a male. If they're a female, I do see them being more smaller, and this woman's energy is very feminine. It's very sexy, very feminine sexy, and the man is, you know, feminine and masculine, but more on the masculine side. Very intense, very kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, grr. That's kind of how I can literally explain it. On their side, this person has a lot of fears around intimacy. They have a fear of being vulnerable, and they have a fear of being alone. And that is why they have definitely struggled to meet a new person. They have been in lots of toxic relationships with men and women, men or women, sorry, who just literally just suck them dry. And that is not a innuendo, that is literally emotionally sucking them dry. So this person is very sensitive, they're extremely flirtatious, and they are overstimulated. Like, they are very, very sensitive. this person is also extremely emotional in a good way. They're very classic. Their energy is very simple, very Virgo and very earthy. They have gone through lots of obsessions, and they're kind of, their thing to learn is to not get too obsessed with things. They are most likely very intense. One of you is more extroverted than the other, but both of you are kind of a nice yummy mix of extroverted and introverted, which is really, really nice. So as you can see from this card, this is like the main one. Can you see how close it is to you guys coming together? So this is going to be the last feeling that you guys have before meeting each other. So you basically are going through this grinding process of which job shall I have? How do I work at my job? How do I sort this out? How do I sort it out? And everything feels really mundane and kind of boring. But as soon as something is ready and it's right, boom, it clicks. It feels, I'm hearing like a ding, like you know, something's ready on the timer, or like an oven is beeping to, like, you know, get the food out of the oven. That's what I'm feeling. It's like it has to be the right time. So this is also about you guys learning to work on your intimacy. I nearly like burnt myself on that tea. It's really hot, that water. So yeah, you guys are definitely learning intimacy. You are also learning to not take life too seriously. You guys are quite masculine in the way you think. It's quite practical the way you think. You're very creative, but you do tend to go more towards the practical, which sometimes it makes you feel really stuck, which if you do get really stuck, it's most likely you need to come back to your heart chakra. Okay, so with the Eight of Swords, Nine of Cups and Justice, this is showing me this person is basically coming away from karma in terms of their love life. When it's like a negative karma, it's very raw, and I'm hearing attempts. I've attempted a lot of relationships, and this person is, when it comes to their feminine side, they can be a little bit too bad, like hard on themselves. I'm hearing like bashing themselves, and they understand what's going on, but they're also struggling to kind of come together with you. It says self-entrapment. I heard self-entrance. It's kind of like they struggle to merge with you. You are the one who's merging more, but they have to come to you a little bit more. So you come together. First of all, the first impressions is instant attraction. Both of you, when you're together, boom, you're like a fire. But the male will possibly, or the masculine energy will possibly pull away a little bit before you can both actually come together, which it's not a bad thing. It's a very mature relationship. There's nothing about this connection that makes me go, oh my God. Which most readings, I don't tune into that energy anyway, because I don't entertain that, especially situationships. I do not entertain those. So I'm picking up you probably will have a baby with this person. I do see children, especially boys. And I also see birds as a massive omen. Like, it's about freedom. It's like you need to stop trapping yourself in these jobs that make you feel shitty. You can look for other options and choices. You do have more choices. So this is the same in your love life. If you are trapped in a situation that makes you feel really shit, this is just your instinctive brain being like, I have to be safe. So part of you isn't, like, most of you isn't actually happy in these situations. If you're not happy in any situation with somebody, it's telling you to move away. But it's only your confidence about yourself and your self-empowerment that will help you to move away. We're not always able to get out of toxic situations, but I will tell you that if you are in a toxic situation, there are other options for you. But it's not about concentrating on those options. It's actually about concentrating on, how can I make myself feel more empowered so I naturally pull away from any situation that's not good for me. Jobs, friends, partners, all the same thing. So with the women's side, the boobs are like really like coming up for me. I feel like somebody's like cupping a boob. So the woman in the relationship will have more kind of like, let's say not an A cup. So I'm sorry, my A cup gals, but like I'm feeling this person, the woman most likely has a B or a C. The woman also has quite long hair, or the hair is quite different. Like, it's not just pure dead straight. For the male, they could have any type of hair, like any colour, any style, but normally quite long. They might have a lot of facial hair as well. And the male is quite, the masculine in the reading, the masculine side of this relationship, they're very dominant. Your person most likely is going to be quite dominant, but in a really sexy way, very protective, very naturally protective over you, especially if you are the one carrying the baby. Oh my God, literally so protective. This person has such an earthy energy, like they remind me of a Taurus or a Virgo. So we're gonna have a look and see what crystal comes up for the energy around both of you about your sex life. What style of sex life is this? What style are you guys gonna have? Oh, both. Ooh, nice. So this is a very psychic relationship, and very empowering. Like, this is to do with the solar plexus. and this is to do with the crown or the third eye, and this really reminds me of like, it's very clear, communication is really, really good. And with this is all about you guys feeling confident and sexy. Like, there's no need to prove yourself in this relationship. It is just like, I feel sexy, that's it. Like, that is literally it. And you both feel so comfortable with each other, and oh god, it's so nice. It's so nice. This is such a beautiful crystal. I just want to like emphasize how gorgeous this crystal is. So this to me is showing me like there's literally no barriers. There is nothing that causes both of you to be in a toxic connection. If there's any sense of kind of, not, what's the word, like insecurities coming up, if there's, so kind of like codependency, if there's any like anything to do with that, or fears or anything coming up, you'll address it straight away. And when it comes to the first date, it can be literally anything. I don't see any certain situation with dating. It's more to do with the first time you meet. So I was debating like how to even title this reading, because I was thinking, is it going to be about a first date or about meeting them? And my guides were just like, anything you want, girl. So I was just like, okay, that's not helpful. But what I'm seeing is there's definitely a karmic balance. I'm seeing this person is completely wrapped up in their stuff by the time they meet you, but it's going to be an easy transition from single to in a relationship. You are wanting a relationship and have wanted one for a very long time. This is not on their mind. It's on your mind, but it's not consuming you, but you're definitely thinking about it quite a lot. Okay, so let's get you some dice and we'll see how you're going to meet this person. What's the sort of situation? How are they going to meet each other? Nice. Virgo, perfect. That's perfect. So literally, yeah, Sun in Virgo. Literally the Virgo energy is like oozing off of this. That's why you're both really sexual and easygoing, because that is Virgo. Virgo is such a sexual sign. Most people wouldn't really think it, but like myself, I have a shit ton of Virgo. And no, it's a very physical sign because it's rules the body. So anything to do with health, both of you will be really fit. I see both of you looking after your body and being so fucking psychic. Like, Virgos are so sensitive to any sort of energies that are not physical. Like, they are so sensitive, very highly, like, everything's very kind of translucent. So basically they can pick up on people's energies when they don't really want to. They have this sense of like natural psychicness. Like, they are always most likely in a psychic career. This person's most likely in a psychic career. So I see you meeting this person when you basically honor yourself, when you bring yourself to the table fully as yourself. There's no kind of like, I'm gonna fix my hair because he'll like that, or I'm gonna change my outfit because she'll like that. And it's like, no, what feels right for you? Does it feel right to change your outfit? No, okay, then keep it. Or does it feel right to have your hair like that? Great, then keep it. It's like you're authentically coming out as you are. And Virgo is a very gentle, it's the Virgin, it's a sign of the Virgin. So it's very pure, it's very like, everything's simple. Virgos don't like things complicated. I know, like I said, I've got a lot of Virgo in my chart. I don't like things uncomfortable and messy. Like, they have to be simple. And as you can tell by this spread, I have Virgo in my chart because everything is so like perfectly spread out. Like, just think Kim Kardashian vibes. Like, she has Virgo Venus. Everything she wears is like simple, it's clean, it's like no complications. That is this relationship. And this is after you've had a lot of toxicity in your life. This is for those of you who also haven't had a relationship yet. I don't see you guys going straight into this relationship and not having any sort of at least experience with somebody. I don't see it being like that. So most likely you'll have some sort of experience before meeting this person, because this is like a long-term relationship. This is, you know, I've done the work. A lot of you guys have a lot of karma with relationships, so this is definitely part of, like, this is like a present after the storm of crap that you've been going through, basically. And yeah, it feels really, really gorgeous. It feels easy. It feels really, really, really super easy. Like, there's nothing that's making me think, damn, this person's really fucked. So let's get a couple more cards around this person. Do I want to keep these for the tea leaves, actually? Let's get one. We'll get one and we'll save the rest for the tea leaves. Nice. So there's definitely highly sensitive. Both of you are going to be naked like for 3 months of the connection, basically. You guys love being naked with each other, and because both of you have Virgo qualities, you're very sensitive to touch. So you're both going to be really excited about the physical aspect of your relationship, but you're also going to be so nurturing to each other. Like, basically, you know, like almost like a family energy to each other in a non-weird way. But both of you have a very simple way of living, and when it comes to sex, it's implemented so cleanly into the relationship. It's not like sex defines my entire life, I have to have sex to feel good. Like, both of you have done a lot of work around your bodies, and some of you guys might have a lot of body karma. You might have dealt with anything to do with the body, and I won't go too deep into that because it can be quite triggering for some people, so I won't go too deep into that. But let me just say, for some of you, you might look in the mirror for a lot of your life and be like, oh, I don't like what I see. Or you've had a lot of kind of criticism around your body to make you feel like you're not good enough. So you guys definitely are, this is a healing connection. This is like ready to heal, and there won't be, I just want to say, like, not for a fact, but what I'm feeling is there's not going to be a lot of karma after this to do with relationships. This is your last port of karma when it comes to relationships. Like, you've done a lot of the work, like you don't need to repeat this. So your person also likes to read, and you might find that quite sexy to just watch this person read. Yeah, they like things simple. They're not a complicated person. Also, I love how we have citrine. So funny. Okay, so we have make a wish, clearing comparison, surrendering to magic, 5D, healing temple, astral travel. Then underneath we have personal power, healing entanglements, and throat opening. So I love throat opening in an 18+ reading because it makes you think that is so sexual. So I love oral sex for you guys, especially if you guys, one of you have Virgo in your chart. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, so there's going to be a lot of like oral sex, okay? So I love how I just had to, you know. Also, I feel as if the clearing comparison's massive for a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys have been kind of very conscious of the people you've been around. You're like, oh, when are they going to cheat on me? Or, you know, when are they going to not be loyal? You're not thinking that with this person. That's why it's freaked you out, because you felt like you've had to be really, really independent to like push people away, and that's just not this relationship at all. Okay, so let's have a look and see the tarot. But before we go, sorry, not the tarot, the tea leaf. Before we go into the tea leaf, I just want to say, guys, when you both meet each other, I do see your person towering over you, especially if you want a man. So that's just a massive message. And for a lot of you guys, you've never dated anyone who's taller than you. And I also see this person, sounds really weird to say, but they will be like sexualizing you, which obviously you want to be with someone who you're sexually attracted to. But also, oh my god, I literally just saw, like, we have Aquarius on Temperance, and Temperance literally is ruled by, Aquarius rules the Temperance card. So I see your person being really, really nurturing and mothering to you as well, or fathering, whatever. And this person is just going to love your outfit. Like, they're just going to keep looking at your outfit and being like, you look so good. And it's because of your energy. Like, you exude this sexual rawness to you. And it's because you're letting it out. Like, you're no longer forcing it to be stuffed down. I'm getting like a sexual message. I'm hearing you're going to be stuffed. Ooh, girl. Okay, so let's have a look at your tea leaf section of your reading. Okay, group number one, or group number two, group number one. This is your tea leaf section of your reading. So let's get started. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are letting go of restriction in your relationships, especially like literally physical restriction. So when it comes to like your sexual relationships and things, you might have tried like things like tying up, BDSM, stuff like that. I don't feel like you're going to do that stuff anymore. I feel like you are pretty much releasing that, and that is something that you guys are not going to be doing anymore, which is something you might do if you feel comfortable with this person, but I don't see you doing that too much. So I feel like I'm seeing a duck as an omen for some of you guys. So this is your cup. Okay, so we have a lot of communication, a lot of throat chakra. I see you guys being in a job where you get seen by a lot of people and they look up to you, and that could be how you meet your person. I know there's going to be like possibly two different messages in these readings because I've got the tea leaf and the tarot, but just if it matches, that's great. There is a main connection around Libra, Capricorn and Aries. There seems to be a sense of you letting go of your need to control, getting back into your power. And I see also your person might wear a wig or a weave when you meet them. I see their hair being quite a big part of their personality. So they could have quite big hair, or their hair could be very significant. They might have like part of their hair shaved or something like that. So with this self as well, it's funny how we have the first house of Aries and then Libra, because they're literally opposite each other. In the birth chart, we all got the first house and the 7th house, which is opposite. So you're basically learning how to make the first moves, and I see that you're learning also how to put yourself forward in relationships rather than just let that person lead and show you the way to go. I see you guys being really comfortable with making the first moves and asserting yourself. And this is the same for being in a relationship for a long time. You know, when you're with this person, you don't feel the need to kind of hide who you are or force anything or, you know, make a big deal out of anything. It's just your relationship and you feel comfortable with that. So you don't need to kind of hide anything that you want out of the relationship. And I feel like for you guys also, there's this need for you to come clean about your emotions. So I feel like the first date that you have is going to be quite emotional. This kind of reminds me of like the sun and the moon. These two like really strong bodies in this cup as well. But I just see like a sense of letting go of entanglement and feeling really comfortable with your body. This energy is really spread out. Like I was sipping the tea and I mixed it as well. I stirred it and it still spread itself out. So there's something about really healing pretty much all of your planets in your birth chart to a place where you feel comfortable enough to take the next step for this relationship. But I also just see that this feels like a really like big tall person, and then there's a smaller person here, and I feel like this does remind me a little bit of abuse. So I do feel like you've gone through that, especially with a mother figure as well, and you're letting go of that and becoming much more free. And I feel as if I'm seeing cycling as well. Some of you guys might do a lot of cycling. There's a lot of things to do around your career with this group. So I definitely feel like how you meet this person, when you're around this person, you are definitely in a group of people that you work with, you feel comfortable with them. You also are in a place where you're able to speak your truth with this person, and this person may also be in a job where they talk a lot. They might be in communications or a public speaker or something like that. Your person with both of you as well, dirty talk is a massive thing. Both of you get really turned on by each other's voices, and both of you have very significant voices. One of you might be a singer. One of you might be really attracted because of one of you being an artist or a singer. That might just be something that is really special to you and makes you, you know, really horny. I don't know. But that's what I'm feeling. So that is your reading. Sorry if that was really short, but my energy's been very low recently, so that's kind of what I have the energy for today. But I hope you have a great day. My rates and my crystal shop are below. I'm also offering tea leaf readings, so if you'd like to check that out, that is all that information is down below on my website. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. So let's have a look at your partner, who you're going to meet, and all that beautiful stuff. So first of all, we're going to be looking into leading up to your person, meeting your person, and then meeting your person. So let's see. Ooh, okay. And then meeting them. Ooh, so yours is a bit more complicated than group number 1. Not too complicated, but more in your head. There's not actually a great deal of sexual energy here, which is quite interesting, but we will look into the more sexual aspect a little bit later on in the reading. This is so interesting because I feel like a lot of you guys are in this very sexual mode, like you want to be around more people, but you're quite closed off to this person. And it's not because you mean to be. It feels as if you're kind of holding back because you're quite nervous when you meet new people. So leading up to this, meeting this person, you would have had sorted out quite a lot of things around your home and anything to do with practical things, getting things more stable. So it could be you suddenly buy a new car, you suddenly move, you go on holiday and come back, you have like a spiritual awakening in a different country that you've been to, you go to your hometown and then come back to your other towns, to say like your base home, like where you were before you moved country or something like that. It just feels like you're sorting out your roots, like you're kind of getting big, intense life changes sorted first. So it feels as if you guys have a lot of like emotional stuff that you would have gone through It might be there. It does feel like a death energy to me. It doesn't feel like anything too serious, but it does feel like something is ending. And it could be an ending of possibly a friendship who you know was going to end anyway. It feels more like a same-sex friendship that could have ended, or it could be that you were quite alone for quite a long time, or you felt alone for quite a long time, so that's why you kind of focus more on career or education, things like that. And it feels as if you are just feeling kind of unusual. You know something's off, but you know something's going to change. So it could be also, I just see it like in limbo. It's like you're in a new experience, but you're in limbo. So you've literally just moved house, or you've just started this holiday that you've been on. It's like exciting, but also confusing, but also feeling stuff out. With the Two of Swords, it feels as if this person is the one to come towards you. You aren't too interested in it, but you are going to be 100%. Especially if you guys are fixed signs, you tend to get a little bit uncomfortable when you first start something. So we're just going to clarify the meeting. So it could be that you are at a family gathering and this person comes up to you, and it might make you a bit uncomfortable. But then you get to know this person and you absolutely love it. Or it could be with friends and you're like, I don't want to like embarrass myself in front of my friends. But then you get to know this person and you're like, oh my God, they're so nice. It could also be, one thing I'm also picking up on is if your family is deeply religious and this person's from either a different religion or from a different background, and your parents like don't like them or something like that, whatever that is, like the closed-minded energy, you know, that is possibly what it is. It's like, oh, my family won't like this. So it's nothing really to do with you. It's part of you, but it's nothing to do with you. So it might be that you have to end a connection with somebody to get into this relationship. And it doesn't feel complicated. It just feels something that has to happen in your life where you're learning to be in your power. I'm hearing the power tower. It's funny, but it's like the power tower. This is when you really start to come into your power and things start to change. Sometimes disruption is needed and sometimes conflict is needed. And this is coming from I've got Libra Venus, so I don't like conflict. But like, this is necessary. Conflict is always necessary. So sometimes it might be people disagree and then you suddenly get close to each other. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. So this is a healing relationship. This is a healing connection where you are getting used to each other. And it also feels as if there's a lack of sexual connection. There isn't actually. Do you know what it is? Is both of you are used to having such structure in your relationships that it completely cuts out any unconditional love. And that's why you've attracted a lot of people that are very conditional and tit for tat, things like that. Not very, you know, I rhymed. Oh, I'm a poet, didn't know it. Basically you attract, because that's what your family's like. That your family has taught you that you have to do certain things in a relationship to keep it going, and that is not true. If a relationship just doesn't work, it just doesn't work. You are not there to save it. It takes two to tango, okay? So what I'm seeing is once you get to know this person, the sex just comes out. Like both of you are ready and waiting, ready to go. And there will be this energy of like lurking. I do feel like a family member is like quite protective, or it feels more controlling actually. But what I see is once you stand in your power and be like, no, this person's really right for me, then everyone would just agree with you. Like everyone would just follow you. You just got to let people know where your boundaries are and to not get involved in your relationship. And the compassion and happiness, the healing, oh, so pretty. I love this energy. Like this is going from, I've had to close myself off for so many years and never be, you know, never be myself. And then this person just awakens you. And it's nothing to do with really this person as such. It's more what they're bringing to the table. It's like you've never really been around people that are as unconditional as you. You've never been around any other empaths who really treat you with respect and put you first and are healing and gentle. This is this person. And because you've been let down quite a lot, you are wary of this relationship. But the intimacy feels so safe for you. It feels like, wow, especially if you guys are very religious, you might actually, and this is for a small few of you, okay, so just take this as it resonates. But some of you guys who are either a virgin, or I don't even like that word, okay, you haven't even had sex yet, or you know, you haven't had sex for a long time, or you're very worried about it, or you're religious and it's like, that's not part of my religion. It might be that you do it anyway and you work through whatever that feels like. So maybe a bit of shame or something like that, because this person is presenting you with such unconditional compassion physically that you have no worries but to be physical with them. And it takes you to a point where you're open enough to receive it. So you have to get to a point to meet this person, have to get to a point where you love yourself enough to receive pleasure. And this could be little things you do every day, like you trust yourself to do little things like, I'm going to give myself a bath every other day to, like, self-care, or you're going to go for a run every day, or you're going to do a little bit of dancing every other day, or you're going to do yoga or meditation. It's like that is going to lead you to this person. You've been in such fear because you've been taught that fear is normal and fear is part of a relationship. No, sis, that is not it. That is not part of a relationship. And you've also looked at other relationships and been like, don't want that. Like, especially if you look at your family tree and you look at the way your family treats each other, this is such a perfect way to see how you have grown up and are now attracting your partners. So say if you are, wanting a man, you look at the father figure in your life, whoever that is, who was mainly around when you were younger. Were they present in your life? Did they give you the love that you need? Did they help you to receive love? And say if you want a woman, or if you are attracting feminine friends or female friends, you want to see how the mother figure was in your life. Was she supportive? And same thing, was she available? Was she emotionally available, physically available to give you hugs and kisses on the head and things like that? This is the sort of stuff you need to look at, because this is going to trap you if you don't recognize what's holding you back from attracting some really unconditional people, because you are you guys who've chosen this group are very much an empath. And the last thing you want to do is be a sponge and suck in all these beautiful energies, but then also, like, once you get to it, you think, shit, these people are actually really toxic. So basically it's just learning. It's learning your style of who you are and everything like that. Okay, so let's have a look into your love messages and all that beautiful stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna have some water and we'll get started with that. Okie dokie, so let's have a look at your side when you first meet this person. Could also be your first date, so that's kind of how I'm titling this reading really. It's kind of your first date / first impressions. My guides weren't very particular on what it was today, so can be either or. Have a look and see. So this is your side. You guys are definitely very wary. This is literally what you've been taught. This isn't you. Like, you are actually very open. This is something you definitely learned from a mother figure, 100%. It's from the woman in the family. Because it's about you, especially if you are a woman or feminine, expressing your natural emotional side, like literally just letting it come out. Okay, so yes, this is actually a first date and the first time you're meeting. It's very similar because the first time you meet is very quick. Lovely, beautiful. So both of you are comfortable with asserting yourself, which is really nice. Both of you most likely have your own businesses, or you have quite a lot of money. For one of you guys, one of you has quite a lot of money, or both of you do. So this is your side, this is their side. This is going to be the impression of what you guys are thinking. So what you're thinking, what they're thinking, and what they're going through, and then the sexual connection. Whoa. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of judgment around sex with this group. So I will tread lightly with my messages because it might be quite triggering for some of you guys. But of course, every time I do these readings, always a shit ton of love is put into them. So if I ever say anything that's triggering for you, that might be something that you need to work on, because I tread lightly, let's just say that, okay? Okay, so I feel as if some of you guys, you're learning actually how to have sex, safe, comfortable. And when I say safe, I don't just mean physically safe, I mean emotionally and spiritually safe as well. Like, you want to make sure that this person is making you feel comfortable. And yeah, you're both really karmically connected though. Like, both of you are literally meant to meet each other. No, you're not a twin flame. Yes, you are a soulmate. Karmically connected means you're literally meant to meet each other. You might meet through children, or you might meet literally so fatedly. Fatedly? I don't know if that's a word, but it's serendipitous, definitely. You might actually meet through a guide. So say if one of you has a father figure or a grandpa, as a masculine energy in the spirit, they're leading you towards this person. I'm actually feeling very specifically, if you're wanting a female, or you are a female, your guide, no, I'm actually feeling, before you meet your person, depending on the type of person you want, whether it be masculine or feminine, I feel as if the person in spirit, say you're wanting a male, the person in spirit is going to be masculine, pushing you towards your masculine energy to meet this person. If you're wanting a female or a feminine, you are going to be drawn to more energies to do with femininity, and you're going to have a guide pushing you towards this person, and this guide is a woman. So it could be, I'm picking up grandpa or grandma, great grandma, great grandpa, or an immediate grandpa or grandma. And this person is guiding you in spirit, which is so fucking cute. Love that. And they're actually, in a non-weird way, they're helping you to get physical with yourself. They're helping you to connect to your body. So when you come towards this person, you feel solid. You don't feel like, I have to change myself, I have to be this, I have to be that. So no. If someone expects you to be completely different, then tell them to fuck off, because they don't need to be in your life. If they're expecting perfection, then they need to be perfect, and that is actually never going to happen, because no one is ever fully like solidly perfect, you know. Everyone is perfect naturally, but when it comes to like societal perfect, no, like societal, oops, just dropped my my card in some water. Not societal perfect, definitely not. Lovely. Okay, so you guys have gone through some changes. And are going to go through some changes, but there's a new beginning that's coming towards you, which is so fucking beautiful. I love this. This is like really yummy, this reading. It feels really comfy. It's kind of like I'm talking to my girlfriends right now. That's sort of energy I go, oh yes, hello. Beautiful. Love this. Embrace that part of you. I love this. This is literally what I was just saying. Embrace that part of you that society can sometimes suppress. Engage in sex or watch it for feelings of desire and excitement. Sex is so beautifully part of our existence, 100%. And because you're in a physical body, you deserve to feel physical touch. And I don't just mean sex, I mean everything. I mean touching yourself physically, like masturbating, even like touching your skin with like moisturizer or makeup. Like really be there with your body, because this body is for you and for no one else. And if it is being shared with someone, they need to fucking respect it, you know, because most likely people who don't respect other people don't respect themselves. Like, trust me guys, like that's something I've really witnessed, and it's not comfortable, and you'll know. Yeah, lovely. So this person is so lovely. It says, allow the gems to fall at your feet. Ooh, breathe it in. Hey. That reminds me of that song S&M, where it's like something about the smell of it. It's like you can smell the sex in the air. Okay, 100%. This is you guys. So you guys definitely underestimate yourself, and you don't know this person is your partner when you actually meet them. You are very kind of separate from relationships, whether you've been single for a long time or this is your first relationship. It's going to be like, okay, this guy's hot or this woman's hot, but like, that's it. And then they get your number, and then you basically just get to know each other. It's a very natural relationship, and what I like about this is you're both taking it really, really slowly, which is so nice. So I am picking up on a lot of air from this group. You guys are very verbal with each other, lots of communication. Okay. Oh, right, so you guys have gone through a shit ton of uncomfortable stuff to do with relationships. You have been taught that you have to hold up connections. So you could have witnessed this in your parents, one of them being the one that held up the relationship. It's not worth it. And the same with marriage. I will just say this in the most kindest way, no judgment. Marriage will not solve your problems, okay? And the same with religion, with marriage, just in general. Marriage is between you and the person. And whether you're religious or not, it is for you and your partner. It's not just for God. It's not just for legal matters. It's for you and your man or your woman, okay? So when it comes to marriage, you might think, nah, don't want it. Or you might think, I really need it. So I feel like one of you guys is going to be the one that's not too keen on marriage, but you 100% will get married. If that's something you want, oh my God, I feel like it's so in the cards for you. Okay, so I feel some of you guys your senses have gotten much stronger, and you can sniff out aggressive, toxic behaviour, like from a mile off. You know, fuck boy, fuck girl, I'm not interested, see you later, sweep it under the rug, goodbye. Or just put in the trash. You deserve to go in the trash. Okay, so I feel as if you are needing to, as much as you don't want to, at this moment you're learning to be very, very responsible and responsible with your challenges. So especially because I'm recording this in Saturn retrograde, this is a timeless reading, by the way, guys, so whenever you come across this reading, perfect. But because I'm recording this in Saturn retrograde, it is showing me here that you could have gone through a shit ton of stuff during Saturn retrograde. It could also mean that you've attracted a lot of Saturn energy, or you could have Saturn in your 7th house, 6th house, 5th or 4th or 12th. And what that's showing me is like your karma is very tied to how you interact with other people. So you could have been quite insecure when you were younger and really struggled to make relationships and connections work because you were never taught how to do that. So you're learning how to do that. And what you're doing now is you're learning to invest straight into yourself. And if people can't do that for you, you don't do that for them. And what I'm seeing is, I'm hearing like this is a financial investment, like that's how you're talking to your future person. But it's because you have strong boundaries. So it might take a while for them to kind of seep into your life, but you will be very, very comfortable with this person and you're going to be very happy with them. Okay, so we have the Spirit of Cups, the Lovers, and the Six of Wands. The Spirit of Cups is opportunity, creativity. We have the Lovers and the Six of Wands. Your person, 100% ready for this relationship. You, up and down, you are ready. Of course you will be ready because you're going to come together, but this person will show you what the relationship is going to be like the first month or so, and your first date is going to be, you're going to be really wary of each other. You're not going to have a lot of physical interaction, but there will be a lot of it's something to do with the nipples. I'm seeing something to do with the nips. That might be like, you might allow this person to touch the top half but not the bottom half. You might have had a bit of sexual trauma, so that might be why that has come up. But I just see you guys are taking it at your own pace. There's not too much sexual energy in this group. It's there, but it's like not, it's almost like I'm not meant to talk about it. Like it's meant to be something that you guys are learning about to do with your body. Okay, so we have, with the Spirit of Cups, the Lovers, and the Six of Wands, brand new person. This is no one you've ever met before. This is someone who's really advanced in their field. They are really intelligent, and when they meet you, they know you're the one because they're highly, like, very psychic. They might not admit to being psychic or know they're psychic. They're very psychic. They love your nipples. I keep seeing that. Maybe you don't wear a bra. I don't know. I mean, if you're a guy, obviously not. But yeah, it's like this person is so gentle with you, and they're seeing you as a creative opportunity. Like to you, they see you as someone who is very energetic. Your aura is really large, very creative, and it feels really beautiful, feels really fun and nice and harmonious. It feels like both of you are in a very harmonious connection. It feels like this side is more gentle and feminine than this side. This is almost like, this is like this, your energy is like this, and this person's like this. So this person will kind of have to give more to this person here to kind of get them to open up like a flower. It's only because you guys are scared of getting hurt. But remember, you guys can't experience love if you don't let it in. Like you can protect yourself for so long, but what you're going to do is end up hurting each other if you do that for too long. I do see you guys having sex in random places, out in nature, in the garden, in a tent, in a cabin, anywhere that has nature. And I also see you guys implementing a shit ton of spirituality into your sex life. Tantric sex, you might have sex after doing yoga, you might do a meditation and get physical, something like that. The Tower here is showing me that your person understands fully of what you've gone through, and they're really respectful of it, and you can tell, you just know, because you've done the work. You can feel you know what's going on, you know that it's authentic. Okay, so let's get your cards and then we'll have a look into your tea leaf reading. Your person feels like a Pisces to me. They feel very much like a Pisces. Past life healing, letting go of anger and forgiveness. Community, healing, division, teamwork, and freedom. You are also learning to be around somebody. You might have been not in a relationship for a very long time. So it's going to take a while for you to get used to being around someone new. But this is extremely healing. I will say, guys, this is just an extremely healing relationship for both of you. So that's amazing. Okay, so let's get you your love guidance before we get into your tea leaves to see what group number 2 needs to know about their love life. I'm seeing a child in a swing. You're learning to let go and be free and let your life guide you forward. It's almost like a very childlike energy. Okay, if you want in a relationship, in a relationship reading, the Ten of Pentacles indicates that you and your partner have established a strong foundation of trust, loyalty, and respect, and you are now ready to take your relationship to the next level. If you are single, then this card is here to remind you that you are whole and complete within yourself. You are ready to invite love in and fully commit yourself to another. A new relationship will be waiting for you. I'm hearing because you guys are very kind of stuck on like, is this the right person for me? You know, am I gonna make a mistake? It's like you just have to learn to trust your intuition, and you'll basically know whether this is the right person or not. Okay. Have you experienced some form of financial loss? It would be wise to seek financial advice from a trusted mentor. Build on what you have and be mindful of your actions to prevent mistakes in the future. Learn from past and present experience to move on from this challenging time. Okay, so I want to read this little bit here as well. The Ten of Pentacles is a positive omen to receive. The energy of this card speaks of growth, prosperity, material success, and satisfaction. When you receive the Ten of Pentacles in a reading, it indicates that you are now on your way towards achieving your full life path potential. As you honour your soul's journey and continue to operate from a place of pure intent, you will open up new pathways which lead you towards the light. Now is the perfect time to be with family and friends and to rejoice in love as one. Okay, so that's your reading, and let's get started with your tea leaves. Okay guys, so as I'm shuffling, I'm going to tell you what I saw. So I feel like a lot of you guys, I saw a flower. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it looked like a flower in the leaves before I flipped the cup over. So for you guys, this is definitely a relationship that's going to allow you to flower. And it might be that you have this person as your first intimate partner that you've ever had. I do feel that. And this relationship is really going to reflect to you about yourself and limitations, things like that. And I feel like this is kind of like a hero's journey kind of vibe. You've definitely been on a hero's journey to meet this person, and relationships are very, very important to you. I also saw a shit ton of travel for this group. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to travel, and I don't know why I said like that, travel. And a lot of you guys, this is definitely a relationship that is solid, very, very solid, long-term. I'm hearing longevity. And extremely intimate. Intimacy is going to be something that you're both going to work on. I mean, intimacy is definitely prevented in society, so it's definitely something we learn on the daily, to not like come away from ourselves. And with the Aries, the 6th house, and Virgo, especially with the cup, it's kind of showing me that you guys might meet this person coming into a new career, or coming into a new career to do with health. And I feel like this reminds me of like a tent, this bit here. I don't know why. It looks like a tent. So there's a lot of nature in this group, a lot of like outdoor sex, a lot of outdoor intimacy. And I feel like a lot of you guys, this relationship's going to expand you. And I feel like the person that you're going to meet has a big fucking house, and maybe a big penis as well. So we have like a little T here. I don't know if you can see that. It kind of reminds me of a Taurus or the coil, or uterus. So it's something to do with babies and pregnancy, which is really, really big. It could also be the letter T for Taurus, or this person could be called Terence or Terry or Talia, something like that. And I feel like I felt letting go of the past. When I poured the tea leaves into the cup, they kind of fell out, and it felt like you were letting go of a lot of baggage from the past that no longer needs to be there. And I feel like there's this big clump of energy that you're really invested in your growth, like emotionally, and it has been really, really hard for you. There's been a massive need for you to really assert yourself, especially around the opposite sex. And we have Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra being highlighted. I feel like you're not going to attract the same star sign anymore. So say you've attracted a lot of Leos, you're not going to attract those people anymore, I don't feel. I feel like especially you have like whoever your whatever star sign your parents are, you're not going to attract those types of star signs anymore. I don't feel. I think they're not the right sort of people. Or it could be once you heal that maybe they don't seem like that aspect anymore. So say if you have an Aries father figure, you could be attracting other Aries, but they won't act like that. They won't act like immature or, you know, unemotional, things like that. They'll be very present with you. And I feel like I just saw S Club. I see like you're going to like a concert and possibly revisiting your past. You could be meeting your family from your hometown, and your person is definitely going to complete this cycle. And I see like a lock and key. It's definitely like a sexual reference. But it's going to show you how to be physically intimate with yourself, and where possibly you haven't been able to experience that as well. So especially with intimacy around the throat, because that's come up. I'm coughing a lot, and I see that you're both learning how to basically tune into your body. Like, we're kind of taught that we are sexual and with somebody else, but it's really important to be sexual with ourselves, which includes things like masturbation, but also just to be able to have our own creative ideas, to be able to execute them, to be able to not judge ourselves. Like, that shit's super important. And I also feel like fire is a big aspect of your relationship. I see you love being around fires, love being out in nature. You could be like a park ranger, your man or your woman could be in like working in parks or something. I also see either one of you having a job in the healing arts. So that is your reading, guys. My rates and my crystal shot are below, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose this red flower. So I was really picking up on very thick, intense sexual energy from this group. Probably one of the most sexual groups we've got here today. It feels like you guys have your sexual energy intact, like really balanced. And as I'm saying that, my solar plexus is really doing something. I feel like you may have a lot of bloating going on and solar plexus stuff going on right now. And once that clears, I do see you manifesting your person, because I see that you're having to really deal with a lot of stuff around boundaries and really being in your power, stepping into your energy, stepping into your power, speaking your truth, really doing a lot of hard work. It feels uncomfortable as fuck. It feels very Saturn. This is your solar, this is your root. So anytime you feel uncomfortable, do some root chakra work. That will help you get back into your sexual energy. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on for you guys. So first of all, we're going to be looking into leading up to meeting this person and then meeting them for the first time. Oh, reverse, upright. Kind of in between. Okay, so the Emperor. Hi. Oh my god, like I'm getting so hot. I'm getting so hot. Oh my god. Okay, so the fact that we have this wisdom and then we have the Ace of Swords, this is making me feel really comfortable. So what I'm seeing is, oh my god, I have so much to say. Right, first of all, you guys have been working on your masculine energy, whether you know it or not. You have been working on becoming much more assertive, much more comfortable with telling people how things are, being a sexual being. With burps, that's clarification, and pulling back the curtain. Like, nothing to do with hidden anything. So nothing Pisces. So you're releasing Piscean energy and Libran energy that's imbalanced. So anything to do with illusions, lying, anything to do with throat chakra that's not balanced. So anything to do with avoiding, shoving stuff under the rug, codependency, people pleasing, really releasing that. That's basically what is up to leading towards this person. Leading towards meeting this person. And also, just turn my fan off. Oh my god, I'm gonna die if I literally will burn up if I turn that off. Okay, so we have wisdom and passion. You're going to meet this person at a time when you're fucking ready to have intimacy. You are really ready. And he looks pretty ready. I mean, she looks pretty ready too. It's almost like they have been preparing for a long time. So both of you have been through very toxic connections with people who are like, people have words like daggers. Like, they are and have been very, very controlling. Your person has dealt with a lot of narcissistic abuse, and so have you. So both of you are going to be wary of when you meet each other. But oh my god, this person is probably going to be the one to come up to you, but you're going to have a long conversation when you both meet each other, and you both will be really wanting to have sex, but really like avoiding it at the same time, because you don't want to ruin the relationship. Both of you, it's kind of like in rom-coms where the two people are thinking the exact same thing, but then they don't do anything about it. So like, you're both thinking at the same time, I really want to have sex with you, but I'm really, really, really scared because I don't want to ruin the relationship. But because you're both thinking it, it's like, just do it already. Because it's like, obviously, if you're both scared about ruining it, you won't, you know. It's normally when one person's thinking and the other one isn't, that's when it can become a little bit imbalanced. So both of you are pretty much ready to be physical. You're both very physical. I'm getting fucking strong Aries from this group. Whoa, like, hi. Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Taurus, and Capricorn. Yeah, it feels like really earthy, masculine, fiery, responsible relationship here. One of you's definitely got Mars as your sun, so either Scorpio or Aries. You both are like sex demons in the most beautiful way. Like, you both love sex. Like, that is like one thing that you have to have. And even if you can't be physical, like, you love touching each other's back, you're going to love holding hands. This is literally the relationship that you have been waiting for basically since you're really young. Like, this is the connection that is going to show you how far you've come in your life. And even if you've never been physical with anyone, like, this is going to clear up a lot of any karma that's made you feel lost, and a lost soul, made you feel very lost. I love this. So we have the Priestess and the Emperor. I mean, that is beautiful. So you're going to basically balance out your masculine and feminine energy, and going to balance out your intuition. So you're going to be really intuitive, you're going to know this is the right person, and it's going to be like slipping off a silk glove or slipping off a silk night dress, like super easy. So when you come together, it's like, hi, I know you're my person, but I'm so scared. And you would have moved on from something very, very toxic, something that made you feel restricted, that made you feel like you can't be yourself, you're never good enough, all this crap that people tell you that's not fucking true, because they're the ones who are insecure, but they can't handle it because they've never been taught to handle it, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So this is going to be the main element of your relationship. We have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Both of you very, very sensual. Your person's really Taurian, and cats are a massive omen. That's your pussy. I don't know why I said that, but that's obviously what was meant to come out of my mouth. So I'm hearing a lot of pussy attention. So if you're a female and you have a vagina, hi, lots of attention around that area. So you could meet this person when you are 21, 29, and that's what I'm seeing for that. Your person most likely has dark brown curly hair or black curly hair, because these two look really, really similar. So that's kind of a massive omen. And you both are really intimate, and it scares you because this is something you've never had before. Oh my god, this person just is so cute. Like, they have this really gentle empathic energy, and this is when you meet each other. So you already look like you're in a relationship and you've just literally met each other. That is how easy this relationship is. I don't see you being single for much longer. I do see birds as a really big omen. Swallows are a really big omen. And the word, I'm getting all the sexual like words for birds, like swallow, blue tip. That is so funny. Oh my god. Okay, so what I'm also seeing is some of you guys are waiting for the ball to drop. You've waited for, like, you've had a lot of just very uncomfortable relationships with people who don't take responsibility. This person 100% will, and you both are really spiritual. Like, you both honor your emotions. This is actually them and this is you, or vice versa. So you're basically on the same path, and then you meet each other at the same time, obviously, because you're meeting at the same time. But it feels really yummy, like super easy, and all the work you've been doing, I mean, so fucking worth it. Let's just say that. Okay, so let's have a look at the connection. We'll see what your first impression is, or slash first date. So let's see what you're thinking when you meet this person. Let's see what you're going through, slash what you're feeling. Some of you guys are worried about taking them home to your father figure or mother figure. You're like, oh, what they think. I'm just going to say, who gives a shit, guys? If you like them, remember, this is your life. You have your own body and your own world, literally. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think of your relationship. They're not the ones in the connection, so it doesn't have to matter. And I just want to say that so clearly, because a lot of you guys are letting your family control who you're with, and that shouldn't be a thing. Like, you have to learn your own karma. Even if someone's really toxic, you have to learn your own karma. People can have their opinions, but it's up to you what you do with your life. It doesn't matter about, you know, what people think. Okay, underneath we have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Wow, such strong sexual energy. Both of you literally have sex on the first date. First time meeting this person, you'll most likely 6 hours later be on a date with them. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Okay, instant attraction, 100%. That is so accurate. Oh my god. 3 is a crowd. We have yawn. Okay. That's the family thing. That's when you get family involved. Just, it gets complicated. So you don't want it. Speak with fire. Lovely. I love how we have spark and then we have fire. That's so funny. You could actually meet this person with a fire around you. It could be you meet at a fire or a campsite, or you meet where there's a candle burning. Fast, lovely, fast energy around both of you. Very quick, flirtatious, gorgeous. This is like you've waited so long. This is literally the right timing. I'm hearing to the nth degree. It's so perfect. Listen, that's beautiful. Your hearing is going to be really heightened. There might be a song when you first meet each other that is literally synchronistic to what you're doing. You might not even hear it, but it's going to show you that this is the right place at the right time. And that might actually be a song that comes on like right place, right time. There is one by Ollie Murs, my man, Ollie Murs. I love him. He's one of my fave singers, and definitely could be, you know, one of the songs that you hear. Okay, oh my god, we have the Ace of Wands again. Oh my god, this is so sexual. I love this. Oh, perfect. So I see this person, your first date, first time meeting could be in their house. So you meet each other, go your separate ways, and then you go to their house and you're like, damn, this person is like, has their own home, they have their own car, they got themselves sorted. Basically, this person's really spiritually connected. Like, they don't know why they suddenly need to move and get their own place, but they suddenly do, and then you meet each other. Like, you're both gonna suddenly get like really spiritual, strong inclinations to just do something. Like, quickly I need to get away, or quickly I need to clear my house to move it, or quickly I need to sort my body out so I can get more healthy, or something like that. It's like you're almost nesting, whether you're a male or female. It's almost like you're nesting to get ready for a relationship. Because when mothers nest to get ready for the baby, it is literally like them getting their home ready for the baby. So they get clothes and they get all the items that they need. You're doing that, but in a way of creating space for this connection. And no, it's not like I have to clear out a drawer, I have to get a razor or something. Like, none of that. I'm gonna call that law of attraction, because it literally is crap. Like, from what I've experienced, that stuff does not work. Okay, obviously for some of you guys, but it doesn't. If you're not emotionally ready for your man or your woman, what's the point in having a drawer? You might as well use that to put your shit in, girl. Okay, so when you're ready, clear that drawer out, you know. But I do see you guys nesting and all the things. Obviously that's my opinion, but you know. Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands, overcoming fears, and then we have achievement. You guys are going to go through, and already, actually most of you guys have gone through this, but you're very much near to the end of this karma. Karma, learning intense stuff, massive change, boom, ready for my man. Or your woman. This size, oh my god. This person's side is, they're like kind of all or nothing. So whatever they go through, it's like really intense right in front of their face. And they most likely, I can say it's pretty much for a fact, they would have gone through literally a spiritual awakening, and then you meet them, because they have to get up to your level. Like, you guys are really like highly spiritual. This person has very strong Pisces energy, but they're most likely in Aries or Scorpio, because they have this like intense need for spiritual transformation, but they don't like it, hence why they probably have Scorpio in their chart, because most Scorpios don't like transformation, because they're all by that. Hi, that is me. So you and this person are like a leadership trio. This person and you love each other's bodies. There is no judgment on bodies. This person knows bodies quite well, because they could be like a doctor, or I don't know what a physician is, but I'm hearing physician. Could be I'm hearing an OBGYN. I'm thinking that's for the vagina. I don't know. I don't think we call it that in this country, but that. They could be somebody who works with anatomy, could be a fitness guru or something like that, could be Pilates instructor, yoga instructor, health instructor, nutritionist. Oh, this person could also be a homeopath. That is a good one. That feels pretty much right. Nutritionist, homeopath, or fitness instructor. Those three are like top notch. So you would have moved into your new home, or you would have moved into just an emotional state of just complete and utter stability. Yeah, you are like popping out your chest, so you feel really safe to be with this person. You're not like kind of hiding yourself, you know, and people kind of like hide their shoulders, like round their shoulders off and like kind of slouch. You're not doing that. This person's letting go of things at face value, like they're letting go of like not trusting the universe. They're really coming into trusting that. They may have gone through a death in the family to actually go through this spiritual transformation, but okay, it sounds really bad, but spirit is telling me, they're saying whatever works, which is such a gentle thing, but the way I'm saying it sounds really bad, but literally that's literally what Spirit is saying. It's like whatever works. It's like this person has to go through that to really see what is going on in spirit world, you know, and really awaken them. And if that's what they have to go through, that's what they have to go through. We have to go through contrast to really awaken our soul, unfortunately, because being a human is fucking complicated. It's like, it's actually, they're saying it's actually very simple, but as a human, it's very complicated. So yeah, it can be very complicated when I channel, because it's kind of like I'm getting physical, obviously my physical messages, but then I also get my spiritual messages. So yes, so what I see is this person pretty much nurturing you for like 3 hours. I'm seeing this person literally being near a fire, so it could be in December that you meet this person. I do see Capricorn season being literally the best time to meet this person. That or Taurus season, whenever the sun is in an earth sign, really good. Not so much Virgo. Virgo is a really good time for you to work on your body, but I do see this person kissing your neck, touching your booty, hugging your, like touching your back, hugging you from behind, lifting you up, grabbing you from your booty. They love your body. You guys are very insecure about your body, but they're like, why? Your body is such a beautiful vessel. Like, they have such respect for you, especially as your gender, whatever your gender is. They have such respect for that gender. They have a very good connection with their parent figure as well. So say if you're a woman, they have a really good relationship with their mum. If you are a male, they have a good relationship with their dad. So this person is just so lovely. Like, this is actually a really quick relationship. Like, you get into this relationship very quickly, but it's really healthy. It feels like flow rather than just rush. It feels like absolute flow. It's like, let's go, let's get started. You guys would have already been moving forward in your life before meeting this person, so you would be ready for commitment without even having a partner. So say you might have had a baby, you could have moved house, you could have you know, maybe bought property all of a sudden, you could have bought a big purchase, you could have been starting to really get responsible about your emotions or your body. Something about you would have been, I'm really responsible for this. I also see you burning bridges with people. This is about you letting go of the past. And this person just loves you so much. Like, this is like self-love to the nth degree. Like, I can tell this person is really, like, really loves themselves in a really authentic way. They look at you with such adoration, and it's admiration, and a lot of fears around relationship won't be there, because you would have cleared them before you meet them. Because sometimes, guys, like, honestly, relationships do not solve your problems. So if you can really work, that sounds really blunt, but if you can really resolve your stuff before you meet someone, I'm sorry, that's so blunt, like, relationships don't solve anything, just don't bother. No, like, honestly, guys, if you aren't happy with yourself right now, there are things you can do about it. You know, like, you don't have to wait for your person to be happy, and trust me, that won't make you happy. All right, so let's see, what is your main relationship sexual style? Ooh, I was thinking that, because I've got this solar plexus card. It looks like he's having a poop, but I have this solar plexus card coming out. I'll show you this to you guys as well. I enjoy a robust connection to my power center. That sounds sexual as fuck. Love it. Okay, let's get another one. Let's see what else. I'm seeing a locket or a necklace being given to you, and it means a lot to you, like a lot. You both may exchange gifts. You may, something that's really cute that just came up in my energy field was like a message of both of you giving each other gifts when you didn't even, it's not a birthday, it's not an anniversary, it's literally just a normal day, and both of you have the same idea at the same time. Like, you both have a gift that you're going to give each other, and you literally, because you're so in sync, you have that, literally you match up on that day, and you're like, I have a gift for you. You're like, oh my god, I have a gift for you. So pretty. Okay, so we have the solar plexus and we have the sacral. This is to do with your power center. This is to do with you feeling comfortable, feeling empowered, feeling really masculine, and just feeling like you can handle stuff without having to validate everything. Like, you are fully in your power. This kind of reminds me of like an arrowhead or something. I love citrine. Okay, then we have the carnelian. So this is to do with your sacral chakra. This is to do with your pleasure center, creativity. This is good for you guys who want to really get creative, or you want to come back to your sexual power. And also, this is really good for your confidence. So this is also to do with pleasure and receiving. So you guys are going to be receiving a shit ton of pleasure, that's for sure. Lots of penetration for this group as well. A lot, actually. Like, I can't even explain how much. Also, this is going to be obviously this is a new body that you're going to be interacting with, so you're going to get to know this body. It could be you've never been with a certain gender before, you've never had a relationship before, you've never had sex before, or you just need to get used to being physical with somebody. It's going to be weird, but good. Kind of like when you have a birthday. Like, I know that sounds really weird, but like, it's like when you turn a certain age and you're like, it feels new but weird but good. Because every birthday obviously comes around once a year, and it's like a really weird feeling of like, don't know what's going to happen, but I'm kind of excited, you know. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what was coming out. Okay, so let's see how you're going to meet this person. Okay, that just flipped off the table. All right, we have Jupiter, Pisces, Leo. I'm going to get the rest of the dice here. I see you guys feeling really light. I see you guys lifting your feet off the ground, like literally you're hovering. It feels really cute, like you're ready. Yeah, perfect. So you would have gone through some relationship karma around basically your deepest fears. So around asserting yourself, it could be being seen, it could be around receiving pleasure. That's a big one for you guys. Actually having fun in your connections. This is going to be a really fun relationship, and how you're going to meet them is when you are in a space where you can receive this pleasure. So it's literally up to the universe and your soul when and whether this is coming about. I also see you basically, healing the relationship to the father figure in your family. That will help you to attract this partner. And I also see when you have a better relationship to things externally around you, so you're no longer trying to control everything around you, you have a really good relationship to change and things like that, basically. Okay, so let's get you some advice, and then we'll have a look at your tea leaves. Some of you guys are going to go on holiday with this person quite quickly, because they might live away, or they might have a holiday home somewhere and they're like, oh my god, you should come with me. So cute. Okay, lovely. This is pretty much your relationship. This is going to be what it feels like. Raising your vibration, light missions, raw activations. I heard raw activations actually as well. Okay, my neck really hurts. I feel like some of you guys are doing need to do work on your neck. Okay, personal power, healing entanglements, throat opening. Whenever throat opening comes up in an 18+ reading, I just think, hi, oral sex. Okay, stars are aligning for both of you. Healing throat chakra in the karmic family relationships as well. Say, like, if you've always swept stuff under the rug, if you've been taught to lie or avoid, that's basically what you're learning. Sacred sites, grid work, dragon energy. Let's clarify that one. It's quite vague. Okay, so this is basically about you guys connected to your spiritual side, and you're probably going to see this person in your dreams as well. Okay, so let's get your last message for your love life. And any messages at group number 3 need to know. I heard so many messages as I was shuffling. I heard Leo, I heard pina colada, and I saw a pineapple. So that's for some of you guys. Here we go. 4 of Pentacles. Perfect. Getting stable. That is really, really good. Okay, so the shadow. You are attempting to find fulfillment through external distractions and materialism. Do you own your possessions, or do possessions own you? It is important to remember that It is important to remember that nothing external can validate your self-worth. Detach yourself from the prison of materialism and look within. Meditate to the natural healing frequency of 432 Hz to bring you back into alignment with Mother Earth. You can also walk barefoot on the grass, sand or soil, which is known as grounding or earthing. Earthing is used to neutralize free radicals which are generated through inflammation, trauma, stress, infection, and toxic environments. In the upright, 4 of Pentacles, and it also says the sun in Capricorn, so I definitely felt like that's a good time to meet this person. I'm hearing when the sun is in its most stable. The 4 of Pentacles is a card of internal and external wealth. Inner wealth signifies that we are abundant in all areas of our life on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. Internal wealth is not something you attain, but rather something to be. External wealth pertains to our material possessions and finances. Both internal and external wealth play a vital role within this earthly realm and is essential to create balance and harmony between the two. If we spend too much time and energy focusing our attention on the material assets we have accumulated, we may lose sight of our higher purpose. Clinging onto soulless materialism can also be detrimental to our spiritual growth, as it can weaken our connection to Source. When the Four of Pentacles appears, it indicates that you have achieved a great deal of success in your life. You may be living in fear or worrying that one day you might lose everything you've worked so hard to achieve. As a result of this process, you've become more frugal and cautious with your spending habits. On the other hand, this card may also suggest you are holding on to something you've outgrown. This could be a particular person, an aspect of yourself, a place, a job, idea, environment, or situation. Oftentimes we do more damage to ourselves if we hold on to things that are no longer meant for us. Let it go and surrender to what is. Boom. Have a great day, guys. Also, the last thing I was going to say before we do the tea leaf reading is there's a lot of neck kissing going on. Like, that's very unusual, but that's such a turn on for you guys. And I also see a lot of just physical touch. So that's going to be something you guys are going to have a great deal of joy around. So have a great day, and let's have a look at your tea leaf reading. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. So first of all, we have all the zodiac signs, but Leo and Virgo seem to be the ones that are the most present. And I feel like this is just showing me this is going to be a really playful, highly sexual connection with so much fun. So I feel like part of your connection is about letting go of control, making sure that your identity is intact, being around this person and being around new people. And I feel like it's also, you're going to feel really, really lucky. You're going to be traveling to new places, meeting so many freaking people. And I also feel like your person is going to be quite masculine. I see you having sex in so many different countries. I feel like your person could originate from a different country as well. They could speak various different languages. And I also feel like this person is, they kind of used to be quite skeptical around spirituality, and then they kind of came more into it as they got older. And I do see this person being about 6 to 8 years older than you. They're very mature. They have definitely grown up in a very good environment in the home, more with their mother figure than their father figure. But I also see this person, once they see you, they will either send you a message or talk to you straight away. And I feel like this person is going to crack open your heart chakra. Like, both of you are going to feel really comfortable with each other, and you're both going to feel like, wow, this is real and scary, but also amazing. You would have definitely gone through your second house. So basically you would have gone through the age of 25 and lived to tell the tale. Also gone through the age of 36, 47 possibly as well. So just take that as it resonates. You might be any of those ages. That just could be confirmation. And what this is showing me is you are learning to create stability and not really caring about the external validation. Like, that's been a really big thing for you. You kind of lived to have a relationship. That's kind of what you've been taught. And your partnership is going to make you realise how far you've come, and that you may have really resolved a lot of karma in your connections. And this is to do with any relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic or physical intimate. It doesn't have to be that. But I feel like a lot of you guys have really invested in your physical health, and you're going to most likely meet them when you are ready to be seen, and when you're ready to be in a career that fulfills you, or ready to really expand your awareness around a different career that doesn't have to make you miserable. Obviously that's for some of you guys. And then Aries we have here, which is you guys showing up for yourself, and this person has very strong Aries in their chart. This person also is very stable. You both are very stable. You could be working on buying your first home or buying a home. You could also buy a home with this person, but I also see you're going to buy a home particularly for yourself, and then you're going to manifest your person, and then your person could move in with you, or you could move in with them, or something like that. I just see your plans just like suddenly changing when you meet your person. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you would like to check out my rates, they are down below. Sorry, this video was a little bit short on the end, but I only have limited energy at the moment because of all these planetary aspects. But I hope you have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Rates and crystal shop up below, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose this beautiful pink rose. Let's get started. So firstly, we're going to be looking into you guys the first time you meet them and leading up to meeting them. So not actually meeting them yet, and this is meeting them. Okay. So we have the Dawn of Rings, Reflection, Diligence, and then we have the Moon in the reverse. This is also, yeah, definitely in the reverse. Okay. So the Dawn of Rings is showing me this sense of just starting something new. So you could meet this person in a work situation, a new job. We also have this amethyst like poking out. It looks like an amethyst. So you could have just started this spiritual type situation. You could have started like a new regimen or like a new daily routine. I also see you meet this person in a very simple place. So maybe a pub or a restaurant, a bar, something that's not got a lot of people in. It's like the restaurant doesn't feel too busy, it's very kind of empty. You could meet them on like a Monday night or something like that. It feels as if this person and you are really comfortable with each other. What I do see though is the first time you meet each other, you are very, not closed off, but you are reluctant to share and get emotional. Both of you definitely have commitment type phobias, so I do see like this barrier between both of you actually coming together. So both of you could also have quite a hard shell. It could be between a Scorpio and a Cancer. Both of you literally have worries about opening up and things like that. So let's just clarify this. So leading up to this relationship. Okay, so I do feel as if you, oh god, my solar plexus is really going for it. Oh, there's a lot of nervousness around this group. Oh, girl. Right, so the world is showing me that you would be releasing this old way of living. It could be that you are, I feel like, coming away from being codependent on a parent, or appearing codependent on a parent, codependent on a partner, a friend, coming away from that. Beautiful. Yeah, you're now coming into this new situation, and it's not forced. This is not from a dating site. We have the World twice, the World and the World in literally the exact same position as well, and then we have the Hangman. So I'm going to say massive message to you guys is do not force anything. Do not go towards people who make you feel like shit. Don't go on dating sites where you just feel like rubbish. Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you just feel like shit, okay? So this is a time for you to be by yourself and really work through, sorry guys, I'm just drinking some water. Really work through any emotions that come up that make you feel uncomfortable, because those emotions are there for healing, and anything that is needing to be worked on now is going to prepare you for connection. I feel like a lot of you guys are letting go of being responsible for other people's emotions, because you've definitely had that in your life, because you've always had to be like the responsible one. So let's have a look at your first impressions, and let's see your first date and what you guys think of each other when you are together. Okay, so let's get you some tarot. So let's see what you guys are thinking, and then we'll have a look at the sexual connection between both of you. I'm seeing a spark, I'm hearing spark of joy. That's what you're feeling. One of you guys could be a cook, something to do with culinary, something to do with food. I feel like I want this one. That's actually so funny. For one of the groups, I was thinking one of you is a magician, so that could be for this group too. Lovely. So you guys on this side, I feel like this is your side here. You're very reluctant to open up. You've definitely dealt with commitment issues. The best thing to really prepare for this is to work on not taking life so seriously, and to really give yourself a lot of love in any way that you can, whether that be through therapy, through you know, committing to your body, looking after yourself, things like that. This person's also is also working on codependency. They're working on not mothering other people or fathering other people, and kind of letting people deal with their own karma. They are somebody who's very Cancerian. They have a lot of needs to help and assist, and they have a little bit of people pleasing, so they're definitely learning to work with that. Then we have the Seven of Rings, investment and diligence. So both of you are learning to not hold people up, like not be responsible, not be literally the only responsible one in the relationship. Okay, so let's see the sexual connections. This is going to be the first impression / date that you have with this person. This is you, this is them. Feel free to swap them around if you need to. And then the sexual connection. Very slow. I feel like there's a lot of kissing, actually a shit ton of kissing on the first date, first time meeting each other. There could be, you both could be topless, but I don't see you being fully physical. Like there's no like penetration. You're both at a distance from each other. I'm hearing if there's any long distance, I'd say talk about it or cut it off, because you do not need that. You've had that too many times, whether it be emotional distance or physical distance. It's not good, and to me it shows me control. Like it's showing me that that person wants to try and get control over the relationship, where both of you just need to learn to be emotionally independent and just be really natural with each other. Like learn to just accept yourself and each other for who you are. Okay, so I feel like your person, when you come together, they're very responsible. They have this like dad or mother figure that you really want in your life, you know, this sense of comfort and freedom. This person is a little bit too serious, so they are learning to take life less serious. It feels very Capricorn, very mature relationship. So you're both also learning to lean into the relationship. I'm seeing about 3 months before you're actually fully physical. I do see that you might be busy at work before you actually come together, but it feels like a really strongly divinely time. It might be that you have people around you that are convincing you to get together. You are very reluctant to be physical. There's not a lot of sexual connection here right now, but about 3 months time from meeting this person, oh my God, it feels so beautiful, easy, comfortable. And it will take time, but this person's going to like prove to you or show you in different ways how much they care about, how much they care about you. Sorry guys, just dropped my crystals on the floor. Okay. My tongue is really itchy, so for a lot of you, friendly, that makes sense. So a lot of you guys have been friends with your partners that you've been with. Say you've had a partner that you've already been with before. It's kind of felt like a friend, not really like a relationship, because a lot of you guys have immediately got into the connection. It's been very codependent. So the best thing you can do is take this connection slowly, and that's what you're doing. And I see there's a lot of communication, and I also see don't forget to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And I feel like both of you are massive overthinkers, because you've always had to be the responsible one in relationships and in your family. You've always tried to hold things together, and that's not your responsibility anymore. You guys are very magnetic with each other. It feels like a really romantic connection that's very gentle. Like there's no like raw sexual intimacy. It just feels like I'm gonna, you know, get naked and you're getting naked and you're both undressing each other, and that will never stop. Like this is a sort of relationship that after you've been physical, you both help each other get dressed. Like that is such a beautiful thing. Like it's not like I undress you at the start and then you can just get yourself dressed. Like that's not what happens. It's so connected and whole, but it will take time. This is, I'm gonna like read this as well. I feel drawn to read this. It's nice to just be friendly, platonic and kind. Understand that when you are being taken advantage of, there may be a time where your friendliness can be taken as flirtation or weakness. So what I see is a lot of you guys have moved towards people that aren't good for you, and you've been rejected. And it's not really rejection, it's more just like showing you that person is not the right person. And this person is very unconditional, but it takes time for you to really embrace that. So I feel like you're going to go through a period of really working towards your goals, physical goals. Money is very important to you at this time before meeting this person, and being single is actually the best time you've had. Like it's actually really okay for you to be on your own for now, and I just see that you may start a new hobby or a new career that allows you to embrace all sides of you, especially the spiritual. You might end up becoming like an artist, a tarot reader, Etsy seller, someone who works with children. There's something about you that you're embracing, and people are seeing you for your whole authentic self rather than just parts of you, and it feels really, really beautiful. Okay, so let's see the sexual connection. Let's see what's the main kind of aspect of this connection. Like, what is the main thing you both are drawn to? Oh, the throat chakra. That's a big one for both of you. The throat feels very like we're at a distance, but I can still be physical with you. So it's kind of like you're on the phone to each other, but you're not being physically with each other yet. So there may be a time when both of you, it will be a time when you both are physical, but it will take time. A lot of you guys struggle to trust other people, so throat chakra, speaking your truth, very important. Getting comfortable with being around another person, you know, that's something to get used to. And the root chakra, feeling safe around this person, especially if you've had a lot of trauma around the gender that you are with. So say you have a lot of emotional trauma around men or a lot of emotional trauma around women. This is going to take some time, but it feels like this relationship is part of the healing process around you, healing your relationship to yourself and other people. Okay, so let's have a look and see how you'll meet this person. I'm hearing very easy connection. It feels like around work. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so it's a connection that is, you see each other and you're like, that feels right, that is my man. So I'm sorry there's not too much like sexual messages here, but it feels like I'm not meant to tell you guys, because you guys are meant to be more kind of learning it for yourself, especially if you've been single for quite a long time. But how you're going to meet this person is when you're more connected to your heart and you start to know what you want out of a partner, because you know yourself, you're getting to know yourself. And you may have just started therapy or just started to get more responsible in an area of your life, and this is a part of the starting of the process to meeting your man or your woman. And this person, how you're going to meet them is you are feeling free in a job that you enjoy, or just feeling more free in your life, like you feel like you have more choice and you are ready to let that ego down and become more emotionally connected to yourself. There's not really a certain way of meeting, but it does feel more to do with career. It does definitely feel like it's something to do with the career. Okay, let's have a look at your love guidance. I want to pull just one more sexual message card. Yeah, there's a lot of like stability. It's very much to do with, let's sort our finances out before we get physical. That's kind of your reading. Focus, create with intent, lovely, deep healing. Yeah, that literally is exactly the relationship. Creating the relationship with intention and slowing down, but also really deep healing. And that's why you're creating it with intent, because it's such a gentle energy. And both of you are very high vibrational, like you are very empathic. And you're going to have a career that creates this lovely connection with this person. It could be that you suddenly start a career, like you suddenly start working for yourself, or you start something new in career, and that's how you literally meet them, through that opportunity. Okay, let's see a message for group number 4. Okay, getting number 4. Oh, we got 7. Saturn in Taurus. That makes a lot of sense. Yep, slowing down. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to read you the whole thing. So this is your gentle message, and then we're going to have a look into your tea leaves. Saturn in Taurus, that could be when you meet your person. There is truth in the saying, you reap what you sow. If your mind is full of light and seeds of positive thoughts, then the future will produce crops that match that vibrational frequency, and you shall reap an abundant harvest. I'm also hearing, if you're feeling trapped, you may be holding on to a shadow. I'm hearing a sour shadow from your mum or your dad's side, and it's not yours to take on anymore, especially around relationships. So looking at how your mother and father treated each other, or mother and father figure treated each other, how they treated you, and where you didn't get your needs met. Because I'm hearing relationships aren't there to heal you, they're here to help you heal, but they're not there to fully heal you. So it's actually letting a relationship unfold and not controlling every step of it, because it's really about realizing that you're worthy and that you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You're not here to prove, to entertain this person, like not to mother them. Although you've put hours of hard labour into your dream, the Seven of Pentacles advises you to give your seeds a chance to grow and evolve naturally, without interfering in the creation process. This card is here to teach you the value of slowing down and offers you the opportunity to pause and reflect on your life's achievements. Everything is manifesting in divine order. I'm hearing once part of you lets go, that's when you're going to meet them. So that could mean a lot of things for anyone, but it's actually about like not trying to be bitter about things not coming into your life and just being like, it's okay, I'm okay with that, because I know that it's not right for me right now, and I'm going to focus on what I can control. Especially if you've had a mother figure that's quite sour, that's very negative or controlling or manipulative, that's something you're letting go of, because that's not yours to hold on to anymore. And it makes you miserable, and you don't want that. Okay, everything is manifesting in divine order. You do not need to focus on how your manifestation will come to be. Just put your faith in love and be open to receive abundance from the universe. I'm hearing all the time you're focusing on trying to control stuff, you will feel contained, restrained, and miserable, okay? All right, shadow. Also, some of you guys could be chakra healers, like chakra crystal healers. That'd be a really good job for you, or Reiki job. A lack of financial and spiritual growth. Perhaps you have put too much effort into something that has not yet come to fruition and you are becoming impatient with the manifestation process. Do not be disheartened or discouraged by the lack of results. Instead, analyse your previous action steps and reassess your initial investments. Make changes and adjust accordingly. And also just be kind to yourself every day, because we change so much. So every day is going to be different. So that's your tarot. Let's have a look at your tea leaf reading. Okay, group number 4. So a lot of you guys, I heard, are releasing the past. I feel like you are definitely learning to slow it down in your relationships. You're learning to become much more emotionally present and to trust your inner guidance, trust your intuition, and to not just trust things that are physically in front of you, really letting go of that unbalanced Capricornian energy, whether you have Capricorn in your chart or not. And lovely, we have Jupiter, so letting yourself expand beyond past your physical limitations, and getting comfortable with lighter energies, not feeling the need to suppress or force any situation, letting things naturally come towards you. I'm also seeing horses as an omen for you guys. There's a sense of freedom, and you most likely could meet this person through groups. Anything that has an online presence as well. So it doesn't have to, I don't see a dating site. I see something that's concrete, that has momentum. So some sort of group that allows you to express your views. Something that's really fun. So it could be a spiritual group. It could be, you can even meet this person at a masseuse parlor. This person's got very big Mars energy. They're very physical, very hands-on. And I really love this, there's just a lot going on. I feel like you're definitely clearing out a lot before meeting this person. But I see this massive, I'm just going to go for it. Like this feeling of pure happiness. But it's not because you're in a relationship. It's because you're finally letting go of the control. And you've been in a lot of relationships where you've had to take on the reins. You know, you've had to kind of take the weight. And no one should ever, not one person should always take on the weight. This is so random. It kind of reminds me of a ball sack. It's really weird, but like this part here. So it could be like you had to wear the balls in the family, I don't know, or the balls in the relationships that you've been in. But I'm seeing you guys having eye surgery as well, and it's actually an external omen for you clearing the way to be able to see more clearly in relationships and your connections. And I felt like this is such a romantic energy, especially holding this rose here. And then we have Taurus and Virgo, so a very straight down the line, very practical connection, but very sensual, physical, very much to do with the senses. And funnily enough, we have Taurus here as well. But a lot of you guys, this relationship will appear when you guys really put a lot of effort into your just general energy, like physical, mental and spiritual. Because if you do the work just like general basic needs every day, you will create a foundation for yourself, this relationship to come in. So sorry for this reading being so short, but I'm in a very hot room and I have very low energy, so that is what I can do for you guys today. But here is your cup if you want to take another closer look. I also see you guys at like a fun drum. So there's a place called Fun Drum in the UK here, and it's basically like a soft play area. And I see you having kids that love doing that and going to the places like that, but also just having fun. Like I see this relationship bringing this lighter side of you and connecting you to your inner child. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Rates and crystal shop are below. Have a great day. Speak to you soon. Bye.